Today we're talking about 6 phases in a torturous journey that some of you are currently going through. It's a journey of confusion, emotional ups and downs, and it leaves every single person who goes through this journey emotionally damaged. I'm talking about the daunting prospect of dating a narcissist. I'm sure many of you have heard the term narcissistic personality disorder. For the sake of this video, I want to provide a definition just to frame the conversation and understand what I'm talking about when I say narcissistic personality disorder or narcissistic behaviors. So here we go. Narcissistic personality disorder is a mental health condition characterized by pervasive pattern of grandiosity, a constant need of admiration, and a lack of empathy for others, often resulting in significant impairments in functioning and relationships. I believe that narcissists cannot have meaningful relationships because their relationships are based on self-interest and control. It's not about connection. It's not about empathy. It's not about love. It's about how it benefits them. Okay. So the first phase is the love bombing phase. Everyone's familiar with those words. I'm going to call it the addicting phase because that's exactly what it is. They're trying to get you addicted to them. That's the point here. And in this phase, the narcissist will tell you everything under the book to make you feel amazing. They'll tell you that you're the one. They'll say that, they'll use anything. Like if you're a church-going person, they'll say, I've been praying for you, for someone like you. You're just so amazing. And they'll intoxify you with so many compliments. And if you get intoxicated with these compliments, and you won't be able to see it clearly. You'll get caught up in the moment. They will lavish you with attention. They will lavish you with gifts if they have means. They will lavish you with whatever it is your soft spot. They'll go there. They're very cunning, these narcissists. They're no fools, but it's all about them. It's not about you. And meanwhile, if you don't catch this right away, now I'm not saying that there isn't a honeymoon phase with when you meet people, but you have to measure it. Things that start fast end fast. And if you have a connection with someone that's meaningful and it's real, then take your time with it. There's no need to rush. But the narcissist wants to get there quick because their game is not about love and connection. It's about ego. It's about self-interest. It's about they're bored, and this is their current prey that they're preying on. The second phase often happens with the first phase, but I wanted to space them out just to make some points here. So the second phase is the sexualization phase. It gets sexual really quick with narcissists. That's their means of feeling anything because they can't feel anything with their hearts. So they're going to want to get sexual really fast. And when you're not in sexual relations with them, they're going to want sexual pictures through via text. They're going to want everything sexual. And you have to be very careful with this. Now, I'm not saying that in a relationship that can't exist and that's just the trust that y'all have. But if it happens too fast, too soon, without creating trust, without creating consistency, without creating really a foundation, this is a huge indicator that you might be in a narcissistic situation, in a narcissistic relationship, or dating a narcissist when these things happen really quick. Be very careful because once you send those kinds of material out to a narcissist, they may use it later in an argument. For example, I thought you were a good girl and look at you sending me these crazy new texts. If there's an argument between you two in regards to, what were you doing, or, you're not giving me the attention that I want, the narcissist will float back, grab that, and throw it in your face. So you have to be very careful with some of these things that you share with narcissists. Or if you don't know if you're dating a narcissist, just hold off on that phase. Establish consistency, establish trust, and that can exist within a healthy relationship. But remember, narcissists want to take it sexual really fast because that's also part of the addicting phase. They want to create a whole experience for you. All right, and this phase 3, this is the phase what I like to call the pull phase. they're going to pull their attention away from you. After they had a lot of fun with you, after they fed your ego, after they used you for sex, used you for whatever, money, attention, they're going to pull away because they're getting bored of you. They may have another victim that they're focusing on, and all of a sudden you're not that interesting anymore. So what's going to happen is they're going to pull away the attention from you. Now, they're pulling away the drug away from you. So now you're going to start feeling something really awful. You're going to start wondering, like, what did I do? I wonder why he or she's not returning my messages anymore. I feel them a little bit more distant. You're going to try to communicate like a normal person would. You communicate and say, hey, I'm not feeling okay, and communicate. What the narcissist will do, just to make you feel bad, because they get off on these types of things, is they'll tell you like, wow, you don't respect my boundaries. It's all in your head. You're thinking too much, and they'll gaslight you and tell you things to make you question your sanity. But in reality, you're reacting like a normal person. This person showed you all this attention and all this, you're an amazing person. All of a sudden, to take away, a natural person is going to say, well, what's wrong? What's going on? The narcissist doesn't want to be held accountable at all, and they're going to always turn it around back on you. Phase 4 is the push phase. They're going to come back. They've been gone a little while. They're bored with whatever they're doing, with whoever they were doing it with. Now they're going to come back to you and they're going to push their attention on you. But now there's a little twist. Now they're going to reach out to you and they're going to make it seem like you're the problem. You're the reason why you all don't communicate. They're going to twist it. They're going to say, hey, I text you, you didn't text me back. And maybe 30 minutes or an hour passed by. When you text them, they didn't respond to you 3 or 4 days, but it's rules for thee, not for me when it comes to the narcissist. They don't care about your feelings. And if you have any codependent behavior or shame-based programming, you're going to not even consider that double standard, and you're going to try to explain to the narcissist and implore with them not to think that, because subconsciously you're an addict. You're missing that attention. You're missing those highs. So you want them to ensure that they stay and they don't leave again, because there's some abandonment issues there. And if you do have abandonment issues, this is really exacerbated at this point. So this is where the narcissist wants you. They want you to continue to doubt yourself, and they want you to implore to them that you want their attention, so to speak. So this is called the push phase. They're pushing back their attention on you. Okay, phase 5. This phase is called the push and pull phase. Essentially, it's phase 3 and 4, but now you're experiencing it more frequently. Why? Because the narcissist is getting bored quicker. Before it lasted a little longer, now it's just not lasting that long because they're not basing their relationships on love and connection. It's about control and entertainment and self-interest. So the push and pull phase is exactly that. They're going to push their attention on you. They're going to ask for forgiveness. Hey, I'm sorry that I disappeared, but I missed you, etc., etc. Once you accept that apology, they'll reignite phase 1, the love bombing, and you'll get all the attention, but this time for a shorter period of time. Before it was a little longer. Now it's a shorter period of time, and you'll love it, and you'll be back on that high, and then by the time you know it, they disappear on you. And this is the toxic pattern that happens. And you obviously start getting upset, and you start calling out the narcissist. Now, the narcissist is going to gaslight you here heavily because they want to keep control of the situation. They want to have you when they want, not when you want, when it's okay for their time. When they're done doing with whatever they're doing, you got to be there for them. That's how they think. So in this push and pull phase, this is the most toxic phase when you're dating a narcissist. And you got to be really careful here because things can get really out of control. So again, this is the push and pull phase. This is the phase where the phase 3 and 4 that I talked about, they start happening shorter. That's why I put it in this one phase, because it really starts picking up a lot of instability here. It starts picking up as far as like the inconsistencies. And here is where the most gaslighting and toxic behaviors start occurring. Phase 6 is the mixed signal breakup. When the narcissist has decided they've had enough with you, they're going to break up with you, but not like a normal human being, where they tell you, hey, I think our lives are going in a different direction. I wish you the best. I hope everything's good in your life, etc. Not the narcissist. The narcissist will break up with you like this. I think it's time for you and I to break up, but I just want to let you know that I've never met anyone like you. You made me feel an amazing way, but I just don't think we want the same things. And I love you and I think about you a lot, but I think that you want to control me. And the reason why we're breaking up is because you can never understand me. That's the way the narcissist breaks up or tries to break up with you. Now, at this point in time, you're trauma bonded with this person. You're going to try to do anything possible to stay with this person. You're going to implore, do things you've never done before. And you may even ask yourself, like, I can't believe I'm doing this for this person, but I just feel if I can fix them, things will be okay. Or I know they'll change. This is the part where people start really, really, really becoming delusional. They're not seeing clearly anymore. Now, I told you in the beginning of the video, I wanted you to stick around to the end so I can tell you something very important. If this sounds familiar to you, if you're going through something like this, you are emotionally compromised. You cannot get yourself out of this alone. The narcissist has control over you. You require other perspectives. If this sounds familiar, get professional help to help you guide your way through this thing and heal and get out of this situation, okay? So that's the 6 phases of dating a narcissist. Now, there's plenty of other things I could have mentioned, but I just kind of wanted to make it clean and short for you to digest it and maybe learn from it. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. Those are the 6 phases from my perspective. If you like the content, like and subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And remember, your ego isn't your amigo.